Hello and welcome to our second and a half annual Cryptids Unscripted slam poetry event and live auction. My name is Christine Schieffer, aka the Her Scene Shifter, and here's my co-host for the day.
It's me. It's Em Schultz.
This is not the energy we're bringing. Take it up.
I'm taking it up. I just wanted to apologize for our silliness the first time around. It wasn't even my heart thing. It was a new thing. So it's a mess.
But here's the thing is like we were ready to rock and roll despite the health issue you were having. And then unfortunately this stream just did not work. And I had actually flown out to Los Angeles specifically for this event. And when Em had the health issue come up, poor Eva, who was behind the scenes running this event, stepped in to fill M's shoes.
Like
and
the ultra homie. Like, really?
I mean,
within
honestly,
5 seconds. I know I have stage fright, but like for someone who probably never has to worry about that aspect, and then all of a sudden in 5 minutes to be told, oh, you're actually going on. And you know what, so Allison was watching the stream and was, I guess, looking at the chat log the whole time, and a lot of people, I felt so bad in hindsight that people were expecting this, but apparently there was a theory, I don't know if you heard about this, that the reason Eva was taking my place was because I was going to make a dramatic appearance dressed as Mothman or something like that. That was the theory.
Well, wouldn't that be fun?
Now I'm like, oh damn, if I had more time to prep now, I would have just dressed like Mothman for it. But good guess, but that was not what was happening.
Maybe that'll be the third annual.
That'll be the third one. But anyway,
next year we are going to try and do it better. We up front anyway. We do want to apologize. I mean, legitimately, this was so unexpected that because I know that so many people were sitting there on a Saturday having paid money for this event, and we tried to, show must go on. Eva stepped in. And the problem was Eva was hosting the event, so wasn't watching behind the scenes as people were saying, ding dong, it's not working. So Eva's partner Rachel had to be like, excuse me, I don't know what to do here, but hey, it's not working. So we are very sorry about that. We asked if we could restart the event, and they said no, because this will probably just happen again. So I know some people were frustrated. We have refunded everybody who bought a ticket, and I do want to point out that we have still raised quite a bit of money for the National Abortion Federation, specifically $4,397. I also am thankful for everybody who's written out. I've seen a few DMs come in saying, hey, I don't want to be refunded my ticket, which is so sweet. It was just easier to refund everyone. And, we still, raised a good amount of money through the auction itself. So today we're going to do a much cleaner, M's here this time, so that's
I'm
fun.
Here, and if I need to be upside down, I can do it with a microphone next to me.
In the privacy of your own home.
I know, we did think about me being upside down on a couch during the live chat, but it was maybe too much for my old little heart.
We did. Yeah, we're going to read the auction items and small businesses who graciously donated their products and services to the auction. Just to help us raise funds for the National Abortion Federation. And then we're going to read your story submissions about cryptids. We're going to read your cryptid slam poetry. And then we're going to read the winners of the auction at the end.
Damn. I'm just here to look pretty because Christine has got it handled.
I just, we didn't even, that's the thing. It's we didn't drop the ball. I feel bad about it, but and I'm not saying, we're not at fault at all. I'm just saying, we want to be clear that we're just as disappointed as you are that it didn't work.
Obviously, I don't know if anyone else knows this, but Christine and Eva did sit there for at least a good 20, 25 minutes and do the whole poetry slam before we even found out the feed was not working.
I do know about 4 of them already, so we're gonna...
You know what's fun, though? I was in such a completely different world over there. I didn't hear a single thing, so this is going to be new for me. So,
and behind the scenes update, while I was reading these poems to Eva, which was, by the way, a disaster because I was holding the music in one hand. So this is another plus here is I don't have to hold a microphone, the notes, and the music all at the same time because we're going to edit it in later. But while I was reading Eva these poems and juggling all these items, I could every now and then see one of M's little feet, because M was upside down in the hallway over there. I could just see like a foot crisscross over the other foot. So now I am glad to see your shining face this time around.
You can't see my little tootsies this time, but you got the rest of me. So it took 2 cryptid poetry slams to get the whole body for Christine. So
I see both halves.
But anyway.
Great.
I'm excited. For those wondering, Christine looks amazing in her little trashy, classy headband.
Oh, thank you. I got my Mothman and Krampus here.
I was going to describe the whole scene for anyone not watching and maybe listening in the background as they do something else. But you really delivered with your little Mothman crew.
Oh, thank you. I lit a candle. I have my crystals behind me. I have my little Mothman and my Krampus. So I'm good to go.
I should have put 5% more effort into it, and I could have used one of my spooky backdrops, but we're still figuring out the layout over here. But
yeah, you look great. It looks
I appreciate you delivering with the decor.
Well, thank you. Likewise. So
all right.
Before we read the businesses, I also want to give a humongous shout out to Sarah G. Makes, who created the wonderful artwork for and submitted some auction items for this year's event. And I said this when we were attempting to do the live stream last week, but Sarah actually said in the original email, when the moment we announced, hey, we're doing a second one, Sarah emailed and said, nobody asked for this, but here's a poster for this year's auction. And we were like, we didn't ask, but we absolutely will take it. So thank you for that, Sarah G. Makes. And then Katie and Megan are intrepid co-workers. I don't even know the right word, who have helped us so much with making this auction possible and putting it together and troubleshooting when things were, hitting the fan. So thank you to them, and to Eva, of course, who's not going to thank herself in this Google Doc, but we're going to do it for her.
For the rest of our days.
Yeah, it's a given.
But should we start reading some businesses?
You go first. I keep talking.
Okay. Well, I feel like we should just kind of, all right. I'll just do the first one. This is we have a creepy coat starter kit, which it's the same as last year, but I mean, come on, if you want a little creepy coat for yourself, patches and all. Creepy coat starter kit, Sarah G again, because she has really inserted herself into the cryptid poetry slam industry, and they have an Etsy and an Instagram. It's Sarah G Makes as the Etsy, and then the Instagram is SAYRUHGEE, Sarah G.
And then we have the Spooky Friends box, which is this like spooky, adorable, stuffed spooky pumpkin, grim sea creature, and Mothman. And that was submitted by Jessica Johnson of Button Jar Monsters, where you can find your own little spooky cuties at buttonjarmonsters.com.
And then there's Mothman earrings and a podcast bracelet bundle, also by Sarah G Makes. Again, the Etsy is Sarah G Makes.
And then we have Coffee from the Other Side, which is this adorable, spooky coffee bundle. Super cool. And that is from American Hauntings, Inc.com.
Oh, I love American Hauntings. Also, we have a spookily sweet custom illustration. So it's a black and white or full color hand-painted illustration in watercolor and ink to make you smile or scream. And that is from Art of Angela, which is, you can go to Angela FERNOT.com.
And we have this is one of my favorites, the Mothman My Body, My Choice bucket hat, which I'm mad I didn't get to bid on, which was submitted by Dulcet Label on Etsy.
Also, shameless plug, you can get a signed copy of our book, Haunted Road Atlas. Who were the creators of that one?
Me.
Us.
Then there's the Cryptid Cannery's Tommy Knocker's Taster Box. That is quite a tongue twister. And that was submitted by the Cryptid Cannery, and you can find them at cryptidcannery.com.
Another shameless plug, you can get a signed poster for Cryptids Unscripted. You can get the whole bundle, and obviously, again, by us.
Well, you can't anymore because someone already bid on it. But, it's...
Fair enough.
It exists out there in the world. There's the baked bread, and then That's Why We Drink Soy Candles. How fun is that? By theburlapbag.com or burlapbag on Instagram.
And then, wow, this is the one thing I wish I could have gotten my hands on. A woodland cryptid basket would have done me well in the decor department of this exact situation. And that is by Of Land and Sea Co. So you can go to oflandandseaco.com.
So then there's the Snallygaster Museum gift basket. Oh my goodness. From the American Snallygaster Museum in Frederick, Maryland. And they generously donated an amazing bundle in celebration of the folklore and history of Maryland's famously unknown dragon. Hello. So thank you to the Snallygaster Museum for that.
There is a planchette necklace.
Hey, want to see it? Want to see it?
Okay, well, there it is.
I'm wearing it.
It's from Noelle Walsh Jewelry. You can go to
My fave.
noellwalshjewelry.myshopify.com if you want to look just like Christine, and you could pair it with a nice trashy classy headband, and that's your cosplay.
Well, you got to add one more thing, which are the Christine Moon earrings, which Noelle Walsh so graciously also donated again. They're my favorite earrings. I wear them in a lot of my Instagram photos, and so Noelle Walsh, thank you so much for submitting those as well.
Then you can get a Mini Moons pleasure bundle. Should you I don't know how I want to phrase this. I'm just going to say it's a set of 2 Mini Moon crystal pleasure wands. You do the math. In rose quartz and black obsidian. So you have options, or you have multiple for friends who might be over. And they are from Self Ceremony. You can find them at selfceremony.com, and the Instagram page is Self Ceremony.
There's also a Creepy Crate, which is kind of a curse-themed Creepy Crate, plus a $50 gift card to Ghost Hunt Weekends. This is from creepycrate.store, or you can find them at Creepy Crate on Instagram.
There's also a palm reading with Nicole from Modern Palmist and a Hands for Healing Oracle deck combo. This small business is Modern Palmist. You can find them at Modern Palmist on Instagram or modernpalmist.com.
And then there's the Lavender Amethyst Co. Flower Pot Candles, which is the Zach Bagans candle that we have talked about a lot. And they also have the Serial Killer candle, which smells amazing. I have one myself. And this is lavenderamethystco.com or Lavender Amethyst Co. on Instagram.
You can also get a 5-card virtual tarot reading, a 30-minute session with Madam Adam, who Eva really put us on to. So you can find Madam Adam at madamadam.com or official Madam Adam on Instagram and TikTok.
Then there's the lemon jewelry bundle. Hello. Of course, from Sarah G. Makes once again.
And then a super secret mystery tarot card. And the small business is a secret from us. So...
Yeah, well, apparently to us as well. Like Eva said, you don't know. You don't. She just was telling us, like, you don't know about this either.
So I can't give you more information other than a super secret mystery tarot
She
card
basically
bundle.
said you'll find out soon enough, and that seems really ominous. So I'm just gonna let it be and trust the process. You know,
I allowed it. Yeah.
And then of course there's the And That's Why We Drink merch bundle that was submitted, of course, by us. And that is all for the submissions. I mean, if there's anything, you know, all this stuff has already been bid on and won, and the auction has closed. But if there's anything here that you're interested in, you know, go follow those small businesses, go find the products. They, you know, sell them on their own pages, that kind of thing. And thank you to everyone who bid and donated. And now we are going to read your poems.
You are supposed to go first. Is that?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
That is what the note says. So let me get into the zone here. Once again, forgot my sunglasses. I was going to wear sunglasses. But I think maybe for my own sake, for reading this, it's probably for the best that I don't have them.
Are we doing spooky music this time?
I think we're going to play the spooky jazz underneath. Because if we do it now and then edit it later underneath, it's just going to be so chaotic. And
okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I'm going to, again, trust the chaotic process. And
you,
again... Miss Ringleader, you say jump, I say how high. So you don't want to play it, I don't want to play it.
I say jump and you say I'd rather lay down.
Thank I have to be upside down actually. So.
So this one comes to us from longtime listener Leanna.
Hi Leanna.
It's called I've never written slam poetry, though this should be quite interesting. Anyway, if you're reading this, enjoy the story.
No, okay. Good.
Okay. The weather outside was cold and rainy. A dull fog covered everything, and the faint playing of a jazz band could be heard throughout the street. A perfect night for slam poetry. Every kind of creature bustled by, filing into a single building, some tall, some short, Wings and red eyes, deep voices, and high-pitched screams. One by one, the whole town was crammed into a room filled with small metal folding chairs and a dimly lit stage. Lighting was provided by the small fairies sitting on divots in the wall, and baked goods kindly made by the mysterious man in a black cloak. Oh. No one touched these. Oh. I know we mentioned this when Eva and I were reading them, but I don't think anyone heard it. That I don't know why no one touched them. Are they poisoned?
I know the vibe I'm getting is that this is like a little like a tavern full of cryptids, but the mysterious man in a black coat I would not touch either. Just
no, he brought baked goods and no one eat them.
I know, but I wouldn't eat them either.
Oh, I would eat them.
Okay, well, there's the difference between us.
I'm probably the first. I show up, I'm like, cookies. Nobody else is interested. Fine.
I see a man in a black coat, black cloak, and in my mind, he's also solidly black. And like,
sure.
And he's just a shadow figure. And I don't know if I'm feeling safe.
And he brought muffins. And I feel like, why should we deny ourselves the pleasure of eating those muffins? I don't know.
Well, I'll wait for you to take a bite and then we'll see what happens.
Okay. A group of Yetis wheeled in a sloshing tank labeled Loch Ness, leaving it behind the stage in the lineup of speakers. A lady in white walked onto the stage and the room focused their attention on her. "Welcome all," she quietly uttered after tapping the mic. "To the 405th annual Cryptown Slam Poetry Night." "Speak up!" one of the black-eyed children yelled from the back row. Eyes turned back to the stage as the chaperone shushed the kid. The woman continued, "The theme for today, worst dates. First up, Jack A. Lope."
This is literally what I want our Cryptid Poetry Slam to become one day.
I know. This is like the bar we're setting for ourselves.
Also, sidebar, are we not eating the baked goods from the mysterious cloaked man, but we're allowing ourselves to sit next to the black-eyed children?
That's exactly my point. Like, if I'm gonna be in this room already, why not just enjoy a muffin?
Or was he already? Oh, okay.
Someone let him in.
Maybe they know each other and like they just, one of them was the other's +1.
The fact that no one's eating them makes me think they know something we don't know. But that's never stopped me before, you know?
All right, first up, Jackalope. I love it.
Yeah. After adjusting the mic to the lowest it would go, the lady in white disappeared and a small rabbit hopped from behind the curtain. Oh. He cleared his throat and began. "A beautiful hare she was, spotted fur and piercing eyes, blinking, blinking, blinking. A wonderful conversation we had, topic after topic, talking, talking, talking. A future with her I was imagining, lots of kids and a small house, living, living, living. Such a good time at my house we had, messing around as rabbits do. Ew. Biting, teasing, touching." Reading that to Eva was not fun for me as her employer. You know what I mean? The only thing that helped was the fact that she picked this out for me to read. So
maybe that's why I was incapacitated.
You tapped out.
Somewhere cosmically, I knew you'd have to read it to me, and I was trying to get away from it.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Here we go. Biting, teasing, touching.
Again?
What? I'm gonna say it again. So, you know, third time's a charm. Biting, teasing, touching. Realized she was my second cousin, I did. Such a shame, such a wonderful girl. Crying, crying, crying. Thank you. The rabbit finished with a lump in his throat and hopped away as the audience clapped slowly, unsure of how to react.
Me too, man.
Me too. The lady in white appeared again to raise the mic while announcing the next speaker. Next to the stage, welcome Nessie. The tank was wheeled up to the mic and a low song emerged from the innermost depths of it. Oh, I remember doing this. I don't want to do this again, but here we are.
Okay, now don't think we're gonna keep going before I have something to say about that. Did you do that the other time?
Yes.
I had to have been in a different world.
You must have been unresponsive because
I must have thought this is the end because I can't understand words anymore.
I simply looked Eva in the eye. I looked our manager Maggie in the eye, and I continued to make those noises. And then found out the entire time it was not recording.
I'll give you credit though, because you did phonetically say all of those correctly.
Thank you. Are you reading it? How did you know?
I had it open. And I was just like, oh wow, you did it. Like that was exactly as it was written.
Oh, thank you. You know,
do you speak Nessie?
I speak a few things.
Not English.
Certainly not English, no. The audience wiped tears from their eyes as tissue boxes were passed around by the small landfish. A few more cryptids went next, including a Bigfoot who found out his date was a human in a Bigfoot costume, and Mothman talking about how his date was a little too obsessed with a strange light near the cafe they dined at. Intermission came and a group of black-eyed children came up to sing a few songs for the crowd. I'm glad I don't have to sing that part. I'm glad that was skipped in this little script for me.
I imagine it's like a la How the Grinch Stole Christmas and they're swaying, you know?
Like, da-hoo-do. Yeah. Remember when I did that for a Grinch episode? Oh, God.
I do.
Last up, Choopy. The wolf-like creature sauntered onto the stage, his tie hanging loose and his button-up only half-buttoned. A muttered curse was heard as he began. I was uneasy. We talked for a while. He had a creepy smile. He kept asking me if I could make his time worthwhile. I was getting ready to leave. He asked for my address. I politely declined, got in my car, and then I left. On the way home, the same car behind me. I'm feeling uneasy. I pull into my driveway and head inside. It's now 3 a.m. I wake and have a feeling someone is watching. A silhouette of a wolf on my window. I start peeing.
Oh.
Whoa, that took a turn.
I certainly didn't see that part coming. I was just thinking, man, this is written so well. It's like, and then I start peeing, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, we're back on track.
I guess it is a dog creature.
That's true. He just got excited.
He maybe had a wee pad on the ground, you know?
Yeah.
He followed me home. I won't tolerate this. Grabbed my sheets, soaked in piss. I opened my door. I made the decision on a whim, for I am not proud of this. Throw them over and strangle him. The audience, save for a few black-eyed children, stayed silent, digesting the fact that Choopy just admitted to a murder in front of 3,000 beings, some of which were most likely related to the victim. Choopy stumbled off stage, and the lady in white appeared once again to conclude the night. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the 405th Annual Slam Poetry Night. Thunder echoed through the room, and it started pouring rain, a sign for everyone to start slowly filing out. For the 405th time, the mysterious man in the black cloak grabbed his baked goods and walked sluggishly away. The jazz band faded into the distance, and the creatures all went home until the next annual Slam Poetry Night.
Wow.
And then Leanna writes, if you got this far, well, crap. Hope this wasn't too bad. The end.
It was great, Leanna. I mean, including so many cryptids into one story was a first, I think. That was a
feat. I also got to say, like, definitely setting the tone. Like, this is the tone we wanted.
Yeah. And also, like, you really did give me a world I wish I could be a part of. Except for the part where, like, people are just casually admitting that they pee and murder and also someone sleeping with their second cousin and...
And I'm dead on the floor from eating a poisoned scone.
Actually, that feels exactly like my area because I love drama. And I like just being the audience of it. So
you'd be the one wearing a costume trying to, like, blend into the crowd.
If only. That's my new dream, to just find that little place you...
Cryptown, USA.
Cryptown. Wow. Good job, Christine. Nailed it.
That's what they called it.
Did they call it Cryptown?
Yep.
I lost that part in my
It's
brain.
the annual Cryptown, 405th Cryptown, slam poetry event.
Wow. I am going... Oh my God. Now I'm going to fall asleep thinking about Cryptown every night.
Well, they didn't have an auction, so I feel like we've got them. We've one-upped them on that.
Yeah,
front.
we're the philanthropists.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
All right. Well, the next one... Oh, wow. I was really expecting a long one to to break even with you, but I am lucky and I got myself a little haiku to start things off.
Ooh, okay.
This is from J. McHugh, who uses she, they pronouns. Thank you for normalizing pronouns. And this haiku, oh, wait, there's 3 haikus. Okay, so the first one is called Bigfoot. I'm no simple beast, my humanity greater than that of a man.
Whoa.
Definition that should be in Merriam-Webster, I think.
That was powerful.
And I appreciate there's a theme here where every one of them is a different cryptid. So
well, that definitely fits the vibe here.
Fits the bill. I didn't know if we were going to get 3 about Bigfoot, you know what I mean? But now
I see.
Okay, so that was Bigfoot. This one, Moth Woman. Insert a little feminism in there for you.
Yeah.
Here we go. I try to warn them. Everyone blames a prophet. Truth shines in my eyes. Whoa.
That was good.
Whoa. That I would like on a shirt or something. That truth shines in my eyes. And then
I gotta say, everyone wants to kill the messenger, but Mothman was just trying to warn them of the bridge collapse in Point Pleasant.
I like to think that this is what she just says to someone in the middle of a road, and then she just takes off in a flurry, Just
everyone wants to kill the messenger.
Mm-hmm. Everyone blames a prophet. The next one is Nessie. Am I really here? Maybe a plesiosaur. Even I don't know. You know what? I appreciate the honesty of that one.
But that one's powerful. It's almost like, do I even exist if I'm not believed in?
Oh.
I feel like it's like my identity is like based in what other people think of. You know what I mean? Wow.
I feel like we analyze that differently because I just took it as like factually of like Nessie doesn't even know what the hell she is. She's just here for a good time. But like, who cares about labels? I don't know what I am.
I took it as like, oh, does a tree...
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Forget it. Okay. All right. This isn't the book club. I don't need to give my analysis of everything.
This is the beauty, though, of a cryptid poetry slam, because it's in poetry, I feel like you're supposed to analyze things for yourself. But when you throw in mythical creatures the entire time, it's just double the mystery,
It is double. You're totally right. It's like, wow, we will never really know the answers. That is such a good
And neither
point.
will Nessie, apparently.
Apparently not, which is ultra tragic. Mm-hmm. Wow. So thank you. Who sent that in one more time?
J. McHugh.
Thank you, Jay McHugh. That was really powerful stuff. Okay, so the next one I have here says, hello, Eva M., the Hercene Shifter. Hi. And other assorted other creatures and cryptids. My name is Sarah, she, her, writing from Atlanta, Georgia, and originally from the little tiny Canadian border town of Baudette, Minnesota. And I would be delighted to be part of this year's Cryptid Poetry Slam. This is like a cover letter, alongside the poem.
Very exciting.
My poem is below. Please note that it comes from the heart that I keep in a box under my bed. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Is this the poem? This is the cover letter still.
I think that's the preface of I want you to know this is where I stand with this.
This is where I hide things under my bed.
This is important
my partner
to me.
Patrick and I love the show. Thank you for always exploring topics in a kind and thoughtful way. And seriously, Em, I know you worry about doing too many stories about ghosts, and I'm just here to tell you, you can never do too many stories about ghosts. I, for one, agree with that. So everyone say aye.
Oh, okay.
Love Sarah, she, her, Team Milkshake. All right. So this one is called Tear Stained Trail by Sarah Epic Palm, she, her. Home alone, as always, on a Friday night in June. The tears, fast, come unbidden as I contemplate the moon. I used to think that someday I would find someone like me, but now I worry constantly that love will never be. Oh. Wandering through the dark swamp, I pass a pond and freeze. The eyes staring out of the water glow against a backdrop of trees. I stifle a cry before bleating and wonder whether to run. But the thing in the pond has not shifted an inch, so maybe my life isn't done. With unease, I take a step nearer, and the creature takes a step too, until we're nose to nose, and I see it up close, and I let out a hearty boo-hoo. Oh. With skin that's misfitting and warted, and with dark moles to add to its woes, the thing in the pond looks exactly like me, right down to my left foot's webbed toes. As I turn from my reflection, prepared to dissolve into tears, I realize there's something so silly about how I'm consumed by my fears. I am a creature of darkness, and all of the world dreads my honk. It's time I learn to love myself, because I'm the fearsome squonk.
Oh, I love that. The
Beautiful.
writing. Are you Dr. Seuss? What's going on here?
Wow, Sarah.
Wow. That was very, very good. Very
just
good.
Epic. Epic.
I was confused up until the webbed toes on the left foot. And I was like, that's specific. I feel like I've covered that before.
That is like the definition of specific.
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh, who was that from?
That was from Sarah, she, her, Team Milkshake.
Well done, Sarah.
Well done.
We've got another one here. I don't see a name.
I think this one was anonymous.
Okay, perfect. And the preface here is, this cryptid poem would best be read by M. Oh, well, perfect. Here we go. Good for you. And okay, here we go. Why, hello. I am amongst the trees, and I see you there. I've caught you peeking and prowling around my lair. There in my sight, frozen you stand. Flight and fight don't seem to be your moves at hand. Ooh.
Ooh.
My name, you ask? Can you not guess? Let's make it a game, or rather, a test. Your eyes meet mine, it makes me rage. I would rather see you inside of a cage. Oh. I roam the forest free from sight, but cross my path and you'll feel my might. I may appear small, but my fury is wild. Go ahead, cross me, and I might steal your child. I wasn't always this creature of anger and detest. I was once a kind being, one here to protect. Magic, you ask? Why, I use it with ease. Oh, my dear, I'll show you, should I so please. I hope you hear me and heed my cry, but for you it is too late, you've since stepped inside. Don't be afraid, you've sealed your own fate. I'll be following you now, so no need to make haste. My name, you ask, can you not guess? I made it a game, or rather, my test. Now you've seen me amongst the trees. My name you still seek? I am known as Emmethy of the Puckwudgies.
That was the first one I hadn't heard yet because even I realized we were talking to nobody.
I didn't even see that. I read this and I didn't even see that. I didn't even see my own name until the last line.
Wow. I did not. I knew it was a Puckwudgie, but I didn't know it was Emmethy of the Puckwudgies.
I didn't even know it was a Puckwudgie. I was like, stealing your children. What in the world?
For a moment, I thought it was the Lorax. I speak for the trees.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was like, oh, but I'll steal your children. I was like, I don't remember the Lorax doing that part. But
I don't remember me doing this part either. But well, that was very well done. Very well done.
That was beautiful.
Oh, well, that's me. You know, to be a Puckwudgie, that's, of all the cryptids, that's one of my favorites anyway. So I'm happy.
I think they probably sensed that because I feel like that's a great fit. I can definitely see that you joining their numbers, you know.
100%. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you, Anon.
Thank you, Anon. Beautiful.
I love it. Love it.
Okay, so this one is from Jessie, she, her, who says, hello, Eva, Em, and Christine. I can't believe it's August, which means that the summertime is almost over, but it also means that it's Cryptids Unscripted time again. Here is my submission. Okay, this one. All right, so as I said, I have not gotten this far in the poems yet, so I do not know what is about to happen, except that the title of this one is called The Hercene Shifter Strikes Again. What is going to happen? I don't know. But after your Puckwudgie thing, I can only imagine.
Well, good luck to you saying it, and good luck to me having to listen to it, because I'm nervous about where the
I'm nervous good luck to you
where the shifter is going to end up at the end of this.
Okay, here we go. What was that noise? What was that sound? Em and Christine both looked around. Did it come from behind you? Em asked Christine. I thought that it came from your side of the screen. It sounded so strange, Christine said, looking worried, almost as if it were otherworldly. Did it come from the ground? Did it come from the sky? Maybe it's Walter who's back to say hi. I'm all out of booze, so that can't be it. Was it the whirrings of an alien ship? Or was it the squonk crying sad, ugly tears? Is he afraid of the world's taunts and jeers? We need to find out. We need to confirm. Was it the hiss of the Tutzel worm? Could it have been Bigfoot, the Mothman, a demon? Any of those would have me screaming. It's so good. Perhaps it's the impish call of puckwudgies, signaling mischief to all of their buddies. Or maybe, said Em, this could be related to the bone-chilling internet tale of Dear David. Did it sound like a scream, a hoot, or a holler? Has anyone heard the Fresno Nightcrawler?
What is going on here?
Or, Christine said, her voice soft as a mouse, a serial killer could be loose in my house.
Oh my God.
Wait, the alarm's on, she said with relief. Let's take a moment and try to debrief. It isn't a killer, a cryptid, or specter, and all of our guesses have just been conjecture. My guess, said Em, is still Walter the Ghost. He misses our podcast. He's fully engrossed. Christine rolled her eyes and glanced down at her feet. When she looked up, her face was as white as a sheet. She said sheepishly, I have to confess. I know what the noise was. There's no need to guess. I was cleaning my trash pile earlier today, and I moved things around out of the way. I put this on the ground before I went to record. I'm embarrassed to say I stepped on the soundboard. Oh my God.
Whoa. That was so good.
I'm stunned.
Especially first of all, I thought for a second we were going to go through every cryptid I've ever covered on this show. That was nearly incredible.
We might have almost, Totzelworm even. Wow.
Someone either went through the episode guide or is a devout fan, which is like, either way, I'm impressed. And then all of that nonsense just for it to be Christine. What, of course. And it was literally called the Hertzine Shifter Strikes Back. And I totally forgot.
I saw it said I didn't know what was coming, but it said look down. And I was like, did my Rothies do something? I don't know. But wow, I was not expecting that. And lo and behold, it really is some bullshit that I pull on a regular basis. So
I wonder, after writing that, dear writer, whoever you were, what was your name? Jesse. I feel like every time something happens in your house now, you have an excuse. It's like, oh, well, it was probably just someone using their feet where they shouldn't have.
Yeah, especially if the sound is that's probably me.
Especially if it's a laugh track on something horrible or crickets when I try to make a joke.
Yeah, well, that part just happens naturally.
Okay, well, whatever. All right, thank you so much, Jesse. This next one is from Sarah, who uses she/her pronouns. Thank you for normalizing pronouns. And the subject is Primal, a Mothman poem.
Finally.
And the word primal, I don't know, maybe I'm just like a sycophant, but when I hear primal, I associate it with erotica.
A sycophant. Wow, Em, you should write a poem. Maybe I stand alone there, but I am aware that we got quite a lot of... Well, I think it's a combination of Primal and Mothman and poem and our show, because I think in the past, really, the context here is usually that this is erotic in nature. But Eva did say there was really a big shift in this year's submissions, that everyone wasn't just leaning into the kind of Mothman erotica.
Times.
Yeah. Apparently people kind of branched out a little bit. So, I mean, it remains to be seen, but maybe, I think you're probably at least on the right. It's at least a good guess.
It's a good guess, but I guess primal could just mean like something else. But in my head, I've landed on this is going to be spicy. So let's see how spicy it gets. Hello, Eva, M, Christine, animals, petrified fruits, and babies. I have a Mothman slam poem for you. And it gets a little kinky. Sorry, not sorry. Love the show.
Why did Eva make you read this? I'm so excited.
I think, you know what? Just how you felt uncomfortable earlier when you were having to read things to her during the live show. Imagine if Eva had to say this to you.
Oh my God. Eva probably pulled the plug on that show just to avoid this, you know? I don't know how she would have done that, but
she was like, whatever I have to do.
She had like a secret signal with Rachel and was like, shut it down.
Code red. I know what's coming.
Red.
Okay, here we go. Hungry, glowing eyes peer into my soul. Inky black frame towering over me. Imposing figure. Butterflies in my stomach. Strong hands. Large wings. Fly me away from me here. I am your prey, and I don't mind. That was a little spicy. I
am your prey.
And I don't mind. Oh, well done. Well done. That was the perfect amount. That was definitely, I could tolerate that if my like mom had to be in the room. You know what I mean? Like,
it's almost like suggestive without being like over the top, you know?
Yeah. It was like a fun little, it's like, I imagine if Mothman had an Instagram, someone could DM that to him and kind of get away with it. You know what I'm saying?
Slide on in there. Yeah. It's sort of like a nice little play on words, you know?
Yeah. Well done,
double
Sarah.
entendre, if you will.
Oh, you know I love when you say it like that. Okay. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Hey, thank you, Sarah. All right, I have another doozy here. This is from Shady Sadie.
Shady Sadie, what is going on with you? We've just recently talking about Shady Sadie for some reason.
Shady just gets in on the game no matter what the game is, and I love that. Okay, so I'm just gonna read it to you. It's called "The Watcher in the Wall."
Oh, for God's sake. Okay.
That is creepy.
Of course it would have to be written by someone named Shady Sadie.
I know, it really does fit the bill. I traveled far to find this home. I've been in nicer houses than this ramshackle farmhouse on an island man named after himself. How narcissistic humans can be to think this island is theirs, as if they had been there all along in the time before time began. But humans are new, infantile creatures, hardly more than sightless kits before the never-ending chasm of time. I admit in this form I am as young as they are, bound to this earth in a prison of fur and flesh. There are worse prisons. The family here is entertaining, at least. I've grown quite fond of them. I talk to them when it suits me. We share the gossip of neighbors, and they feed me well. Sometimes I play tricks on them for devilment. They are my pets. Many have asked what I am. I am a freak. If you saw me, you'd faint. You'd be petrified, mummified, turned into stone, or a pillar of salt. I am the fifth dimension, the eighth wonder of the world. I am an earthbound spirit, a ghost in the form of a mongoose. But most importantly, I am a Gemini. Call me Jeff. Vanish!
Yeah.
By Jeff the Talking Mongoose, translated from Flemish into English by Shady Sadie.
I was gonna say, like, that one feels like you plagiarized a little bit there, because I knew some of those quotes that came straight out of a mongoose's mouth last I checked.
That's who wrote the poem. It was just translated. I was incorrect. It wasn't written by Shady Sadie. It was just translated
by Shady Sadie.
Yeah, and the fact
either way, I'm fine with that. I was not gonna
so good.
Was not mad about the potential plagiarism there. I was like, you know what? After all the tomfoolery and devilment. He's been up to, I think.
The fact that he yells "vanish" at the end of his poem, just so perfect.
I still think Jeff the Talking Mongoose is probably my favorite pseudo cryptid situation that we've ever done.
I mean, Gemini and a half. Like, call me Jeff. I'm a Gemini, and then vanish. I'm done with you.
I would like to, just like how with this apartment, how I've begun calling it the manor with Allison. I really would like to just start leaving rooms just going vanish and just.
I know.
That's just, I mean, I don't see a problem with that.
I just remember we said that during the episode, and he would yell vanish when he was done with people to like make them vanish. It was sort of, it wasn't even like I'm vanishing. It was like, okay, you're done now, vanish. And I just remember being like, that is a power move.
I think if I ever had to go redo notes of any story, that would be one of the first ones I pick for sure. It's just
you
so
did so good at that though. It was a big one.
It was a big one. It might be another big one if I know we always say, oh, we'll start doing retellings, but I don't know. That's definitely on the top of the list. That's such a good one. Shady Sadie, well done with your translating. Well done. All right. Here is Erica, who uses she, her pronouns. Thank you for normalizing pronouns. And here is this little cryptid poem for us. I started along my favorite path, as I had many times before, eating some berries, a shrew, and a few squirrels too. When in the distance I saw a figure, then a flash of bright light. I heard them yell, "Look, there's Bigfoot!" They pointed and laughed. I turned to run, the wind in my eyes making me cry. I told myself as I tripped through the bushes and brush, in times like these, I remember these wise words. Those silly beings don't even know. They're the ones whose feet are entirely too small. That's nice. I like that he has a little affirmation or something of like, I have perfectly sized feet.
Yeah, it's like when people tell my dad like, "Oh, what's your accent?" He goes, "You're the one with the accent."
Yeah, exactly. It's like, why are you calling me Bigfoot? I'm just hanging out in the woods by myself, all you little small feet, you know?
I'm called Normal Foot now. You small foot you. Mm-hmm, well, actually, Littlefoot is the name of that dinosaur, huh? From
what's so time. I love and hate that they called him Littlefoot when it was obviously he should have been called Big Ass Neck, you know?
Okay. All right, you write your own poetry next time, all right?
Sorry about that. Okay, well, anyway, thank you so much, Erica. I appreciate it. You gave me a new perspective on how Bigfoot sees the world.
That's actually, it is, I like the way you phrased it, Emma, as an affirmation, you know? He deserves that affirmation.
Yeah, he looks in the mirror every day and he goes, your feet aren't that big. It's okay.
Your feet are just fine.
They're
next
perfect.
To him, the squonk is looking in the water and going, everything about you is terrible and wrong.
Yeah. This Bigfoot seems to be the polar opposite of that squonk. It's like just as positive as can be.
Yeah, if anyone needs an affirmation, it's Mr. Squonk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this next one I have here is from Jules. Thank you, Jules. And Jules says, it starts, well, I'll read the title. A video of Sasquatch noises. Or maybe I'm just dramatic. Probably, parentheses, probably both.
Yeah, well, that's how we like it anyway, so.
I would have preferred it that way. Plus a haiku. So this is a little bit of everything. I'm going to read the haiku first. It says, tending to my pets. Did I just hear a Sasquatch? The goats aren't worth it. That's sad.
I appreciate that one where it's just like, you know, I'm on your side on that one. So.
I get it. It's like, you know, I always say don't open the door unless you really, really have to. The ghosts will fend for themselves, you know?
You get it. Yeah.
They're loud.
Yeah, I like that one.
Okay, and now here it says, hi, Eva, and maybe everyone else. I wrote in last year about the Sasquatch vet. Do you remember that?
Kind of.
I vaguely remember there was a story about a Sasquatch vet. That's about as much as I remember, which is exactly.
I also only remember that. I remember exactly the theme.
I remember us saying you need to send us more information. So I don't know if that's what's happening here, but maybe not. So it says they, KT and Jake, both listened and told me that I'm very dramatic with my storytelling. But KT is still a Sasquatch vet, and Jake still believes he saw Bigfoot and Mothman, so it's fine.
Oh, wait, I kind of do remember this now. Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Okay.
And then also says, P.S. KT totally wants to do a Q&A thing someday. Okay, now that I can get on board with, because we do have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
I love that KT is like, Jules, you're not allowed to answer the questions because you're so dramatic. I'll answer the questions.
Yeah, I need a whole Q&A panel.
Just for me.
But you're honestly very, very uppity about this story.
You're so dramatic, though. Okay, it says, I'm here with a very short story about how I might have heard Sasquatch a few nights ago. And Eva also attached a video here, so I'm going to play it for you, Em, in a moment, or at least whenever it says go time in here. So here's the story. My dogs woke me up around 2:30 a.m. They were barking, but not in an aggressive way. More in a, hey mom, there's something happening that we don't understand way.
Oh, God.
Unfortunately, we've had a bobcat sneaking in at night and stealing my chickens. They even stole, one of the babies, now a full-grown hen. Wait, hang on. They stole one of the...
She made it. She survived.
Oh, no, it gets more dramatic.
Oh.
They stole one of the babies, now a full-grown hen, that my hen named Christine hatched on the day that Christine, the shifter, announced her pregnancy with Leona.
Wow, a lot of poultry ties here.
Wait, so who died? Did one of them die? Did
I don't know.
Christine die? No.
But you know what you have in common with a chicken?
My name?
You're both foul.
It's so stupid. Oh, okay. They stole the babies that Christine the hen hatched. Oh, that's sad. Wait. But it says now a full-grown hen.
I'm wondering if maybe he brought her back.
Yeah, I'm sure that was a very kind bobcat. Okay, so I guess it stole one of Christine's babies. That's very sad. I wandered outside and was trying to set up a camera to watch my chicken coop when I heard a very loud whoop from behind my house. There I was thinking, is this what it feels like to be a step beyond fear?
Oh.
And step beyond fear is alternating caps with asterisks and little squiggles.
Yeah, like an away message.
Like an away message. I'm a step beyond fear. That does sound like something I would have put after my Gavin DeGraw lyrics in my away message. Well, it was. I hightailed it back to my porch and told my dogs that the goats weren't worth it. I went inside and listened to animal sounds on YouTube for several hours and couldn't find anything that could compare to the whoop sound I'd heard, other than videos from other people who were trying to figure out what the sound was. I also found out that night that there have been a ton of Sasquatch sightings on the other side of my hill. And then there's a link to those reports, actually.
From the BFRO, which is the biggest Bigfoot research.
Aha! Is that research organization? Is that what that? Aha!
And they're very picky, by the way, about their membership. You can't just get in.
Oh, I see. Do you know that from personal experience?
Maybe I've looked into it and maybe I've said, never mind. That sounds like a lot.
My security cameras did catch a clip of the sound and of me running back to my house. I will include the clips because they're golden. The clip with the Sasquatch sound is the zoomed in shot of my face, yikes, and the sound is right around the 4-second mark. I hope you enjoy the videos either way. I spend my days assembling eDNA filters and listening to your wonderful voices. Fun fact, the filters that I build are often used by Sasquatch hunting groups. I like to think that someday my dramatic DNA, which is inevitably on every filter that I assemble, might be hanging out on a filter with some Sasquatch DNA. Ooh. Can you imagine the sci-fi film where they get crossed?
Oh my God. That could be its own scandal where they think they got Sasquatch DNA and it's just a human. And they're like, wait, was he one of us all along?
Oh my God. Was it Jules all along?
Also, I wonder if you having this kind of connection into the BFRO, maybe you can get yourself on that very long wait list.
Well, I mean, if their friend is literally a Bigfoot vet, they probably don't even need to get on a wait list.
You just walk into the meeting.
They might already be part of it.
I'm already here. Yeah.
I mean, so there's 2 clips. I haven't seen any of these. So do you have them up? They're like the next.
I can have them up. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Should we watch the first one at the same time?
Yes.
Okay. Ready, set, go. Okay, we watched the clips. I think the funniest part is seeing Jules running away on camera.
Yeah, it's funny until all of a sudden you realize it's actually probably very scary.
Very frightening. And the titles of the files are called, the first one is Not Today, Sassy. So that's fun.
It felt targeted, actually. So, yikes.
So I will say, Jules, you are dramatic, but that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are too.
Yeah, if your friends are telling you that you're too dramatic, tell them you're so dramatic you could find new friends, you know?
Yeah, and you found them right here, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
And also, I had trouble hearing, but I can't tell. I'm not good at nature. I have trouble understanding what's a sound that I'm supposed to be hearing and what's not. But I believe you. Let's just put it that way. You heard something weird. I believe you. I don't need to know it myself to be true. You know
Everyone
what I mean?
Get it on a shirt. Christine's quote of the day. I'm not good at nature. So We've got another lovely poem here. This one's from Tara or Tara. Tara. Oh, thank you for telling me how to pronounce it in here, because as I was about to say, I'm a mess with this name. Okay. Hi, Emmethy, Christine, Eva, and all the other lovely creatures and petrified fruit. My name is Tara. She, her pronouns. Thank you for normalizing pronouns. And I'm a Cancer. I love a good Cancer. Thank you for all you do and for keeping me sane on my longest work days. Here is my poem for you called Cryptid Lore.
Ooh.
Is it real or a figment of our imagination? A pseudoscience or pure speculation? Do cryptids exist in truth or in mind? Either way, there are many for us to find. Driving at night when your headlights see red, a stately winged creature stands straight ahead. Terrifyingly large, he creeps in the night. The Mothman doth scare, and my, what a fright. Rumored to be taken by the devil upon its birth, Mother Leeds didn't want it, though the truth we can't unearth. Its figure grotesque, deep chills its scream brings. The Jersey Devil with its horn, red eyes, hooves, and wings. Mainly nocturnal and 7 feet tall, is it man or is it ape? Wonder us all. A forest-dwelling bipedal with footprints long and wide. Call him Bigfoot or Sasquatch, do you approach or do you hide? A goat-like anomaly, most elusive of all, protecting forest creatures both large and small. The creature must sweat as its nest is too hot. Trinkets strewn about.
No.
A neat freak, it is not. Scents of citrus abound, and signs it drinks wine. Anxious of humans, believed Gemini sign. This one doth exist, for I've seen it with my own eyes. America's her scene shifter, a podcast host in disguise. Believe it or not, the lore is quite fun. The mystery is everywhere. My poem is done. My prose was quite long. I hope it made you think. We love all of our cryptids, and that's why we drink.
That was so good. I love it.
Well done. Oh, wow. That was a good one.
That was beautiful. I'm so proud to be in it. I'm
right
so honored.
Right on the fridge. Right on the spooky fridge is where that would go.
I mean, just frame it. Frame them all. I'm so impressed with all of you.
Christine,
Beautiful.
What does it feel like as someone with a Gemini's ego to just be inserted in so many of these?
Like, amazing.
I appreciate that someone threw me a bone by just calling me like King of the Puckwudgies or something, but
yeah, that part was fun too. Like little lore.
It was a nice little. That one felt more like lore. You are starting to feel more and more like a true,
like an actual, yeah.
like a discovered being every day.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you, Tara.
You. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is, I guess, a bonus story or a bonus submission that Eva told us to read. So I'm going to read it here. So it says, Kia ora, which is hello from New Zealand. Please see my attached poem. It's called The Ballad of Lunar Lemon.
Oh!
Lunar Lemon.
For people who don't know, Lunar Lemon is it was my try at an anagram for Leona. Well, there's a few letters missing. It's going to be
revealed in the poem, I mean. But
I see. Okay. I just didn't know if anyone else knew the significance of the title.
Yeah. But yes. So, spoiler alert, that's what this is about. And this is from Lizzie, she, her. Thank you, Lizzie. Here we go. The Ballad of Lunar Lemon by Lizzie Robert Shaw, she, her. On the very first day of October, a brand new cryptid was born. With full leonine teeth and Libran of suit, part healer, part caster, part fruit. With a father who healed with a magical blaze, and a caster of pods for a mutti, just how did this cryptid then come to be? Part healer, part caster, part fruity? On the date of conception, no details will be mentioned, something was under the mattress. Small, shriveled, and citric, it made their babe cryptic. Part healer, part caster, part citrus. While this cryptid can bite, she's a real delight. even when she awakes at full moon. But at least now she's tamed by Funkle M's games, as well as the ceiling above. Leona Renee, Lunar Lemon, aka part healer, part caster, part fruit, and all love. The end. That is gonna make me cry. That's so sweet. She's a little lemon cryptid.
That's very sweet. That I like the writing, the cadence of that one. The flow.
I hope I read it correctly. I think I tried.
I don't know. It seemed good to me.
This is nice. I want to frame this.
That's very, very sweet. That your poor baby one day is gonna be like, "What the hell is a lunar lemon?"
She's gonna find this in my documents, like looking for her birth certificate, and be like, "What the fuck?"
God. I think is there one last one?
Nope. This was the bonus one. This was the last one.
Perfect.
So I think now we're gonna announce the winners, right? So thank you everybody for submitting your poems and wow. Amazing.
I'm very grateful that we have such very, very lovely listeners who are willing to give us this 2.0 experience. So I'm just very happy to be here because the first time around it almost didn't happen. I'm
it's not trying to make it a 2.5 experience.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make it about anything, or I'm not trying to like keep bringing that up, but I just want to let everyone know I'm very excited to finally get to read these. Christine had a little bit of insight, and so I'm just excited to be here, and I'm glad that I got to read everything. So
yay!
All right, on to the winners.
And again, if there's something where you're like, darn it, I wish I had bid. First of all, we're gonna probably do a third annual next year, so you be prepared to put your bid in next year. And second of all, check out these small businesses and go support them and buy something off their site if you are interested.
Yes. So for the Creepy Coat Starter Kit, again made by Sarah G, you can find them at Sarah G Makes on Etsy. The winner is Anna O3 for $206.
For the Spooky Friends box, we have NNYL, how do you say that? NNYLMIRB, Ninelmerb. Brimlin backward, maybe? For $380. Thank you.
For the Mothman earrings and podcast bracelet bundle, the winner is Franz for $70.
For the Coffee from the Other Side package, that was Tara H for $199.
For the Sweet Spooky custom illustration by Art of Angela, the winner is Heather J 497 for $550. Ooh.
For the Mothman My Body My Choice bucket hat, a personal favorite of mine by Dulcet Label, the winner was Justine P for $199.
A signed copy of our book, wow, my lucky number 222. That is to Moon Toasters. Congratulations, Moon Toasters.
222 just for you, Em. That's so sweet.
It's very, very sweet. Thank you.
The Cryptid Cannery's Tommy Knocker's Taster Box by the Cryptid Cannery. The winner was Shay Lynn 87 for $90.
The signed Cryptids Unscripted poster. This is L.O.L. LOL. Ah, ha, ha, ha. We both got there. For $100.
For the baked bread and that's why we drink soy candles by the Burlap Bag, the winner was Carrie L for $121.
For the Woodland Krypton basket from Of Land and Sea Co., the winner is Kristen N for $130.
And then there's the Snallygaster Museum gift basket, which was won by Trina's Blue Ocean for $110.
The Planchet necklace that Christine wears all the time by Noah Walsh Jewelry. The winner was Liz Flezuwick. Liz Flezuwick for $190.
Flezuski.
What is wrong with me? Literally, it says Flezuski, and I just picked a different word, apparently.
I like that you picked a different name. I mean,
Liz Flezuski for $190.
And then the moon earrings, the Christine Moon earrings, were also purchased by Liz whatever M said the first time.
Flezuski
for $180 from Noelle Walsh.
Oh my gosh, 2 pairs. Wow, congratulations,
so Liz is going to basically cosplay as me, which is so fun.
For the crystal dildos, let's be clear, by Self Ceremony, the winner is What is Tara for $255.
Tara is having a good time, is what Tara is.
Tara's at least going to display them somewhere.
I hope so.
At the very least.
So the Creepy Crate winner, plus the $50 gift card to Ghost Hunt Weekends, was won by Amanda Elizabeth for $230.
The palm reading with Nicole from Modern Palmist and the Hands for Healing Oracle deck were won by Jenkins for $275.
The Lavender Amethyst Co. flower pot candles, the Zach Bagans and Serial Killer candles, were won by Kiku92 for $190.
The 5-card virtual tarot reading, the 30-minute session with Madam Adam, the winner is J_Carol82 for $210.
The Lemon Jewelry bundle by Sarah G. Makes was won by Susanna and David J. for $100.
The super secret mystery tarot cards that even we know nothing else about was won by Haley C. for $220.
And That's Why We Drink merch bundle that I guess we donated. I don't say I guess we donated. Yes, we did donate it, but there's no... We're the small business. The winner of that was Haley C. again for $210.
And all that, thank you for everyone. The total donations for the National Abortion Federation is $4,397. So
that's incredible. I'm just so delighted and honored to everybody who contributed and made this happen.
Yeah, thank you so much for being a part of another Cryptids Unscripted with our own Cryptid co-hosting with me. That's a first. You were not out of the cryptid closet last time.
That's true. Oh, that's a good poetry idea.
Of the cryptid closet. Oh my God.
Somebody? Anybody?
Okay, well, we'll probably see it next time for our third annual. And then again, we've said it before, but we will have less tech problems. We've got a year to prep for that. So,
gosh, yeah.
Fingers crossed, it will actually be live. And also, my body won't fail. So, fingers crossed on both of those things.
Snaps for M's heart.
Well, snaps for everyone, letting us give you a second try at this. And I hope everyone's having a great weekend, and hope you had a nice little drinky drink while you listen to these lovely poems. And thanks to everyone who wrote in.
Thanks, everybody. We will see you next time. Bye.
And
that's
why
we
drink.